Camera straight ahead, everybody. Camera
What's
straight ahead.
going on? What's going on? Well, welcome to Chocolate Gumbo.
Chocolate. 21, 21,
Hey,
21.
y'all. What y'all doing out there?
This episode 22
Hey.
or 21?
22.
22.
Deuce.
Doubled up, baby. Chocolate.
Hey.
Once again, you know how we do each and every episode, man. We in the 20s now, so it's been an honor, man. We're still rolling, man. And guess what, man? We in the middle of spring right now, Chicago spring. So you know, man, if you're from Chicago, or if you ever been in Chicago, it's nothing like summertime shy, man. It's the most beautiful place in the world, I promise you.
But spring is deadly
It's
because
80
it's going to be
degrees today, y'all.
It's
I'm just
80
saying.
today and 32 days
You,
ago.
you see, I got my arms
You're
out.
going to be sick as hell with your breasts is out and your stomach out, Miss
I
Kendra.
can't help it. It's
Gonna be
so
some sick
warm
chocolate.
outside, and it's supposed to be warm all week, so I think I'm good.
And I'm an allergy sufferer, so the extreme changes in weather just drive my sinuses and allergies crazy. Shout out to all my allergy sufferers.
I'm
Get you
kind of
some
one of them, but not
Walgreens
that extreme.
medicine ASAP, pink Benadryl, white Benadryl, Sudafed. Shout out Sudafed. And
Don't
you
overdose.
you jump ahead of the shit.
He be trying to make this shit put him asleep.
Cod liver oil, all that shit. Let's get all
Everything, okay?
Get some salve and put the salve in your eyes.
of it. Listen.
Oh, Lord.
All the people that suffer from any kind of allergies, man, please listen to what Big Keith is talking about. Unfortunately, I don't know. Well, I'm definitely fortunate that I don't know about a lot of that. So I appreciate that. But anyway, man, you know how we start each and every episode. We got to start it off with the favorite question. How was your weekend? How was y'all weekend, y'all?
Man, what was
Ladies
the weekend?
first.
It
Ladies
was
first.
Easter weekend. So, hey, y'all, I know y'all was out there celebrating Easter with y'all family. So, you know, I was all about work. I've been literally all about work. On Saturday, I worked, I believe, from 7 to 7. And I didn't feel up. I didn't feel up to doing anything else after that. But Sunday, low key, I was in my feelings about Easter, remembering my mother. A year and a half ago, she had this great big Easter Sunday, and I just didn't want to be around a bunch of people. My friend that cooked Maryland, she kept trying to get me out the house, and I kind of slid over there for an hour and went back home. But outside of that, you know, I was just chilling, trying to keep myself focused on work and things that I needed to do outside of just hair and paperwork for beauty tips. And
It take a
I
lot.
had to do a lot, so I just tried to keep
It
myself
takes a
focused
lot.
on that outside of anything else. But I was working, y'all. What you do? What you do?
You know what? It was like you said, it was Easter weekend, you know, but we was doing the same hustle and bustle, man. You know, the same thing, just doing tavern on Saturday, Glenwood Oaks on Sunday, and also chemistry on Sunday as well. And then just right back here, you know, just trying to get a little time with my wife. She did have Pastor Darius Brooks come to Tavern on LaGrange and do a Easter show. So I heard that was a pretty dope show as well. So shout out to Pastor Darius Brooks, and shout out to Chemistry, shout out to Glenwood Oaks, shout out to Tavern for the work this weekend. What's up, Keith? What you do, man?
This weekend was filled with comedy. Friday was the Fried Hard Friday comedy show. And when I say 2 sold out shows, super amazing. Like, could not believe that it was that sold out. Could not believe that I actually pulled it off. And then the next day, Beast Basin Brunch, I was actually working, you know. I had a small assignment. Called me for I did a 14-day assignment. You know, I work with different jobs or whatever. So I did a 14-day assignment on the railroad. And then I missed the first show, but the second show was good. And Sunday I got to be a part of a truly blessed situation. Shout out Pastor Darius Brooks and the Tommy Singers and his legacy of 35 years of making music and gospel inspirational music to not only soothe the soul, but to put your mind at ease and put your heart at the right place. And a lot of times you really need that. So nowadays we don't really get that. And what's special about Tavern on LaGrange is not only Tavern on LaGrange is a place that get great food, valet parking service, and just an upscale room altogether. You can do karaoke one day, do a live band one day, have a concert from a legend in the R&B game, right?
Right.
Then do comedy shows there, and then have not so much a praise and worship service, but someone who's laid down gospel music in a long-term heavy way, and also just have them just perform there. It be spiritual, it love music, it be just trying to get you in the right frame of mind. Plus he plays some of his gospel heavy classics. So that for me was
I love
the movement of spirit that only one true place can give you, like all them different movements of how energy moves and your spirit moves with your energy, and that becomes who you are.
Yeah.
So my weekend was great. It was fulfilling, and work, grind, hustle.
Sound like all
Y'all
of us
work
been
7 days a
working.
week and chill on the
Yes.
weekend. My weekend start on Thursday, and then we go straight to Sunday. Then Monday I get to recoup and see everything that's going on. So God is good, and I was able to do everything that I was obligated to do. Plus a lot of big things coming up for your boy Big Keith. Tours, movies,
That's what's up.
comedy shows, everywhere you want to be, I'm going to be there too.
You know what? I got to say this real quick, Keith, and I'm speaking for all three of us. Our weekends is so busy, and technically Monday for all three of us is our Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that we can make a commitment on
Yes.
our Saturday, this is like really our
To work.
downtime to come back in here and do this. This is another job, like
Yeah,
a
it
full
is.
commitment. We made a full commitment and use that Monday. We normally do this on Mondays. Sometimes we do it Tuesdays, or sometimes we do it Wednesdays. Whatever we do, in between those 3 days, we make a commitment each and every week to have a good episode, some new episodes, so we could drop every Sunday for you guys.
Yes.
So just I gotta get a shout out to us for
Shout
that
out to
commitment
us,
too,
y'all.
man.
Sometimes
But I
you
gotta say, I love it. I love this.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
even though it's no financial contribution, have whatever the word to it. Like, I love it because I'm giving to my people. I'm sharing with my people. I'm helping my people. So we're here for you guys. So y'all need to like, share,
and followers
subscribe.
mean dollars.
Follow us,
Everybody,
you know,
followers
but
mean dollars.
for
So
real,
we
it's a
don't need
passion. I
nothing
think it's a
but
passion
for
for
y'all
all
to
of us,
follow.
right?
We don't need y'all to donate. We just need y'all to follow, share, subscribe, because followers mean dollars. Okay, so once we get
Hey, we
up in
making
the
up our own words in here today,
thousands
y'all.
and 100,000s and millions of followers, then people are like, wow, they must be influential. Let's give them a studio. Let's give them some microphones. Let's give them some shirts. Let's give them some
Something.
cameras. Let's give them something so that the followers and the can lead to dollars. That's all
Yeah.
it is.
But what we're doing is for you guys, for real, for real. It's all about the people. It's all about us
And we want to do
living
it on the biggest scale possible.
on the biggest scale
And,
possible,
and,
y'all.
and Kendra brought up, we talked about last week. Kendra brought this up that we were going to travel and be on
Yes.
location and
Summertime,
do
we getting that
more
started.
engaging content and stuff. And we were definitely going to do that. It was an excellent idea from Kendra, just being a leader that she is, because we're all three performers. We're all three are talkers and people that can command the crowd and engage with people in some kind of way. We all have that. All three of us really have that gift.
Yeah.
So we be on the lookout in the Chicagoland area. We're gonna be in the streets. We might pull up on y'all. We might be at some festivals. We might be at some of Keith's shows. We might be at some of my shows. We might be in the shop with Kendra. We don't know. We might be at one of them houses he trying to sell, $1 million houses. We never know. So we're gonna be pulling up some everywhere. We got a bunch of friends with different businesses, right? So we're gonna do a lot of different things. So it's gonna be real fun.
Absolutely.
We just gonna be just a little bit outside. We're gonna come in the studio too and do our thing, but we definitely gonna do more on location things as well.
And no people left behind. None of y'all. If y'all comment, if you feel like you got something you want to talk about, you want to come on the platform and let us know what it is, and we might have you on the show. Like, just let us know. Leave your information, comment what you want to talk about, and whatever location we may be at. If you are picked, we will have you meet us there. Come on, y'all. What y'all talking about? Let's do it. Yes.
Now we got to get into current events, y'all. We got to get into current events. You know we do.
First of all, there's too much going on. So everybody, please, y'all keep abreast of what's going on in the world on CNN, local news, hip hop news, or whatever, because we can't cover everything in these little short period of time that we're allotted. So we're touching on stuff that we really want to expound on. So go ahead, RJ.
You know what? We got to start off first. Well, unfortunately, I want to start off first with this one.
Don't want to start off, but we got to.
We got to start off with this one. We had a shooting in Louisville, right?
Lord have mercy.
Louisville at a bank. Shooting? At a bank, I heard an ex-employee or ex-worker,
allegedly so far.
Allegedly, right? Shot 5 co-workers and killed them. I think 6 was shot and 5 died. Yeah. We like to say, give our condolences and our love and our prayers to the families and those that's affected. Anybody, family, friends, the businesses that's just affected across the board. That's a very tragic thing. Like we said before, it's all stemming down to mental health. We really, really, really need to keep preaching that everything starts with the mind, everything starts with the head. I
Whew.
think physical health even start with that. So when you get
Yes.
the mind together, uh, um, we can get to the root of a lot of this senseless killing, especially like this, man. What y'all think?
I'm just at a loss. Once again, cowardly acts upon innocent people who are not inflicting upon you deadly harm. That's the only thing for me. Like, there's no reason to use deadly force unless deadly force is being used upon you and you can actually gather yourself up and defend yourself. So, soft targets are big groups of people, banks, colleges, kids, where there's no security, a little security, or whatever. And it's like we are being shocked every day. Before we can do another podcast, there's another shooting where 4 5 people
Man.
getting shot. Now in Chicago, we don't even want to talk about the number of shootings or cities all over the country. I'm only speaking from the hometown. The gun culture has changed these kids' minds and put them into a shoot first, think later. I'm gonna shoot just because I'm emotional. You know what I mean? And like you said, emotional and mental health. And this wasn't even that type of situation. Just like old girl at the school. This ain't no hood. This ain't these. I'm not gonna say niggers loosely, but this is not black culture. This is not hip hop culture. This is not anything that they want to blame the inner cities on. These are rural areas where white people are killing white people. What's the blame? What message are they sending? Like, I don't see why it's that important for people to pick up a gun and shoot and make a plan and go do it. Like, it was a black dude at Walmart a couple months ago. Went into the ex-employee. He was a manager. They always said he had anger issues. They always said he had problems with employees and talking to people crazy. He got laid off, rolled up, laid off, fired, came back and shot up the employees in the break room. So it don't have nothing to do with color either. So what are the factors?
It's
But
just people mentality for some reason these days. Like I'm really not understanding it myself. And when I keep hearing these type of things, it's all about your mindset. And I think that I don't know why people feel like you're ready to take yourself out, so you're gonna take some others with you. I really don't know what the mindset of people are today, but we only have one life, and to try to take others because you want to take yours, I'm not understanding of that. The world we live in today, like mental health is really a huge pandemic today. I'm gonna call it a pandemic because even though we went through a pandemic that may have triggered the mental health society to be even greater than what it ever has been. Because
people
if
who's
you
already struggling for mental
people
health
who've
issues
already struggled,
kind of
because if you
accelerated it.
yeah, if you realize we were literally on lockdown, our minds became on lockdown.
Cabin fever.
We could not use the regular outlets that we had for ourselves to release whatever depression we may have had within inside of us. Whatever we used to do for fun was taken away. We just couldn't do anything. So mentally, we were left with our thoughts. And if you're sitting and you're left with your thoughts, our brains continue to think, think, race, without an outlet. So I don't know what people, now that the world is back opened up, at the same time, people are still dealing with mental issues. I don't think it's okay to take someone else's life because we only have one. And I really don't understand the gun violence today and why people literally go to that measure to just try to kill other people. At the same time, y'all, we really need to figure out how to get past this, because we
I
just
don't
came
think it's
out
a
of a
way past it.
pandemic and this is a whole nother pandemic.
I don't think
Like we
it's a
was
way
on
past it.
lockdown in the pandemic and this is a whole nother mental pandemic. It's a pandemic.
RJ, what you think? You think
I
we're gonna
don't.
get past this, or is it just gonna
I
get worse
think
and worse?
I think it's a way of. I just think it's a way of life.
Yeah.
I just think it's unfortunate, but I just think it's we could say we could take away the guns to limit the
Ain't no way.
deaths, but I think people would try to hurt people in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Why? I
We
don't get the
can't. You
why.
can't explain why somebody. You can't think of. You can't explain it. But what I do know is we need more help for people,
Yeah.
and we can't blame it on a certain class of people. We can't look at a certain class of people or race of people and say they're this way or this race is this way, or these people are poor. No, there are people with mental issues in different races, different classes. It doesn't matter. Now, you might be fortunate because you have more money, you might have more resources to get the help you need, and you know that'll help out a lot. But there's people that don't have those resources and don't have that help, that don't have help, and they out here fending for themselves. And what we're doing is like is everybody has this problem that ain't my problem until somebody get hurt and somebody lose their life. But if we all have that, everybody issues on everybody mental health across the board, it's all of our problems.
Bro.
Whether we're the one dealing with it at the moment or not, mental health that's going on amongst us is all of our problem.
There is no plan. There is no process. There is no regular way this is happening. These people are becoming activated and just going all for it randomly around the fucking country. There ain't no warning. They may say little shit here and there, but there's just like the old girl that shot up the grammar school. There's no way she knew that from what she said that she was going, what school she was going to go to and all. These people are sick people. I don't know. Let's move on. Next topic.
Well, before
please.
we move on, I do know that I don't know where it's located, but Taraji, the actor Taraji Henson created a mental health, some pods for people to go to. I'm gonna give y'all more information next week, but it's so bad in the world today that people are literally trying to figure out how we can help each other. So I do know that Taraji Henson has created some pods where you can go and just relax and release and have some mental relaxation. I don't know what state and city is in, but she's doing it and she just did it. Next week I'll have more information for you guys, but we need to figure out a whole new outlet instead of picking up guns and killing and shooting people. I just need to say that.
Shout out to Roger.
Either we need to take away guns, period, or everybody need to have them.
Yeah,
it can't be like this because
it's not going to stop anything. It's going to be more people shooting. They already talking about,
but you got to at least be able to protect yourself. Though,
they already talking about in Indiana. They're putting it before their state jurisdiction to get all teachers trained in firearm training.
And that's crazy because Indiana is an open carry state. It's like you can open carry in Indiana. Like,
so it's just unfortunate, unfortunate that we're going through this and we still continue to endure and go through this. You know what? Let's talk about some more news that we got to talk about. And this is really important as well. Yeah. They're talking about coming up with a new currency.
Oh, wow.
Russia, China, Iran, and Saudi Arabia are moving away from the US dollar. Guys, what's going on, man?
People get ready. The last days they've been talking about all these times. You got to get your stuff ready. Do not depend on the government for money, food. Don't depend on nobody for nothing. We gonna have to be all self-sufficient. Social Security about to run out. I'm about to go get my Social Security check. Bullshit. His office closed. Now that office gonna open back up and get my damn check. Yeah. No. Social Security is scheduled to run out because the government has been moving the money around so much since the 40s and 50s and 70s and whatever. Social Security and financial aid, all that stuff was developed. They didn't have Link back in the day. That shit was developed, I think, in the Reagan years of public assistance. You feel me? Type shit. So that shit is running out. And if they cutting off Social Security, Link is gonna be next. And if they go into a new currency, we all go into a new currency. Banks are shutting down and collapsing. So
banks already don't want to give people loans because of the collapse.
Fractional reserve banking is one of the biggest practices now. So that means that they can have less money than they owe out to accounts. They can hold it. Say if they got $40 million in accounts, they can have like 4 million, 10, 15 million. It's cool. Your money good. You just can't come get it at once. So they've been playing around a long time. China been buying our debt and all this old shit, the debt ceiling and how we the richest country in the world, but we also in the most debt. They was talking the Zap brothers. Some of my people don't know. It was the Zap brothers. They fell out over money. Roger Zapp, the voice auto tune. He's the man in the interview in the Unsung special. The daughters of the brother was like, he came to her crying one day, said, "Baby, what if I told you I had $2 million?" She said, "Shit, you be rich. But what if I told you I had $2 million, but I owe 8?" She said, "I don't know." And next day, shit, they know they killed each other over money. Well,
what?
Yes, the Zap. Anywho, Please, people, I'm rambling because this shit's got my mind boggled of what's really going on. Because we'll never know what's really going on. Just take care of you and what you got going on, please, and get you some
Christ. Have
gold.
a plan.
Yes,
Have
please,
a
and put some
plan.
money up
Okay.
and have a couple weeks of
Have that
food,
stash
water.
in that closet in the box in
Yeah,
the shoe.
please.
You know what?
And,
This
and travel
Like for
properly.
real. Yes.
I want to say this about that situation. It brings me to the thing. I know just growing up as a kid, you always heard things, whether it's in government or I know people just church people really talk about this, about just the one government, the one currency, the new world order. And is this the beginning of that?
The
You know what I'm
beginning,
saying?
they already in the middle
Get
of
into
it.
something.
They're already in the middle
You
of it,
said
bro.
they're in the middle of
We
it,
in the
so
middle of it, bro.
they're in the middle of creating one government, one order, one currency.
All of our rivals are moving away from the U.S. dollar.
It's kind of forcing their hand so everybody can conform to one thing. We'll see how this plays out. What you think about that, Kendra?
Man, I'm with you. We'll see how it plays out. I don't know, but the world is definitely changing, and we just got to be ready. We gotta be ready. That's all I got to say about that.
And we need to get a specialist on that. We need to
Yeah,
talk
we
to
need to bring
somebody
somebody in, a financial
about how
advisor
to
or
plan for
something.
the future and
I
all
know a few
possible
people.
outcomes.
Yeah, I know a few
Maybe
people.
we need to be moving around. Maybe we shouldn't be like you hear about people talk about like Africa and investing in Africa and stuff like that. We getting off a little subject anyway,
But we
talking.
we talking.
definitely
It's
gonna
gumbo.
talk
We
more
mixing the gumbo today. It seems
Because
like, hey, so listen.
we can't talk about all these factual things in our lives and bettering our lives, and if we're not talking about the land we live in.
Yes, for real, y'all. Like we got to be aware of where we live and what we're doing on the day-to-day
and what's
basis.
going on that we can't control, that they don't want us to know about, but we got to piece this shit together piece by piece. You got to watch what's going on out here in this world, and don't listen to whatever you listening to. Listen to multiple sources and put the shit together.
Yeah.
Next topic, please.
Talk about you know what? Since we're talking about what's watching around, going around the world, did you see this bush about the Dalai Lama? Okay.
Oh my God.
Lord this Jesus. Cat with the kid and
it's supposed to be the most. Hold on, let's stop. The Dalai
I
Lama
just
is
can't
supposed
take
to be
it.
the holiest of the holy. First of all, let's stop right there. He's supposed to be the holiest of the holy. He's been at the top for a long time, passing wisdom down from whatever spiritual teachings and believings that he's lived through all his years. They say his dementia or whatever is kicking in, and he's suffering from mental
87
distortion, which a lot of people suffer from. And you don't have to be elderly to suffer from it. The onsets of it are very subtle. Once they kick in, they kick in. He was videotaped nose to nose with a little boy, kissed him on the lips, nuzzled him, and stuck his tongue out and told the little boy to stick his tongue out.
Jesus.
But see, the thing about it is, y'all need to let these priests have a girlfriend. Let them have a girl. Let them have a wife. Let them be married. Let them do what they need to do. And because why is so much scandal around sexualizing male use in the Boy Scouts and the I don't know. I don't know what it is, but abuse is abuse. I wouldn't care what it was, what form it was. Abuse is abuse. You can abuse a grown person if they say no is no. So what I'm saying is I think they just should just let them have a regular sex life and also be the holiest of the holy. Like,
yeah,
because repressing it is driving, I guess, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Why repress it is what I don't understand. Why is it a restriction
should have
for
bitches.
priests
Let a priest
to
have
not have anyone but themselves when they're trying to be holier or holy with God? And
we're not saying no religion. We just saying,
is that the case for certain religions? Like the
I
priest can't
know,
have a wife or something.
Well,
like
nuns either. Like they can't have men, and priests can't have women. However, the Bible says that it takes one and the other to reproduce. Why is it restricted? I don't understand that. Then also I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. But with the priest, why is it the opposite sex that they always going to? Why is it the male, the same sex as them? I'm sorry, not opposite, but the same sex as them, and not the opposite of what we are supposed to be. We're not saying that it should be young or old, but what the hell is all about? It's the mental.
I don't know. Let's change this. This is the darkest podcast we done did so far. This is dark. This is really.
Hey y'all, it ain't dark. This is what's going on in the world that we got to talk about it. What you got to say?
It is extremely dark. When Keith said, but you know what? It's crazy. We're not laughing like we think the situation is funny or anybody getting abused is funny. We
It's
don't
just
feel that way.
ridiculous.
It's just like
It
it's
is.
almost it's a ridiculous. I can't believe it. Laugh like,
Yeah,
oh
it's
my
like,
god, like for real.
what is going on? This
Are you
is
kidding me? Right. So we're just tired of seeing this going on, and it's time that I know we're a lot of these things that we're following, religions, traditions, are been marked from hundreds and sometimes thousands of years
Mhm.
of principle.
This ain't just started. Yeah.
And this ain't started. So Kendra had a good question of why I got to be like that, and it's kind of like, well, you kind of adopted this doctrine of, okay, this is what I'm adopting, and it's like you're taking it as it is. So you're pretty much just saying that we need to come and try to
A
change
vow
up,
of celibacy.
I
change
mean,
They're taking a
everything.
vow of celibacy. That's
I
that's the
mean,
part of it right there. And I
But
don't.
we're sexual beings.
It's so
we
unnatural.
are, and the Bible say that we're supposed to be
honestly
that way with
we're
the
honestly
opposites.
sexual beings, and the more we don't talk about this kind of stuff, we don't, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that happens. We're sexual beings, but we do have to get to I feel like a lot of things are started at a young age. A lot of things are a lot of behaviors are passed down like that. Like when you dealing with see him kissing a kid and stuff like that, a lot of times he's a product of that. You
I
know what I'm
don't know.
saying?
Let's move on, please. We don't want to. Now the Dalai Lama's being molested as a child. Oh
Okay,
Jesus,
you know,
please,
no, wait, yeah,
please.
the way
Let's
it's
move
going
to
down.
the
You're
next
right, you're right,
topic,
you're right.
please.
Okay, y'all.
We
I
got to go
can't
to this
take it.
next one. Kendra, you
We
got
This
to do
is
it.
too much for
Wait,
my
what
brain.
We got to talk about your girl.
So,
Number 4.
okay, so yeah, y'all. Last week I was.
No.
Oh, you know what, y'all? So did y'all see the Monique special? I literally went to Netflix and had to watch it. And I thought it was pretty interesting. I thought she was very real. And I love that she was organic and herself
You
in
said,
this
wait. You said her
special.
comedy special was interesting.
It was
Her
very
a
interesting.
comedy special is supposed to be.
So
Hold on, this is the one she released on Netflix.
this is the one Monique released on Netflix.
Because you know, it was a big hoopla a couple years ago about
So
Monique and Netflix.
Monique, she was mad. Like, I'm surprised when I saw that she had a special on Netflix because
Hold
she was
on.
like, I want to get paid billions, and she was asked to do a Netflix special, but she wasn't getting paid. Well,
That's
other comedians were gonna get
a
paid.
female. I forget the white female comedian. but-
Right. So she didn't do anything, but now here she is. So I'm assuming that they're paying her what she
Well, they didn't
wanted.
say nothing. You don't say nothing about. You don't say how much you did.
Allegedly, I don't
know.
know what she got paid, but she did. She has had her special.
And I
And
haven't
I
watched it. I didn't watch
and
it.
I
I
really
didn't watch
was,
it.
what I'm realizing about comedy today, like some people just bring their real life and make it comedy, but hers was interesting. She was really real. She talked about how she was in special ed when she was in, I think, coming from grade school to high school. And, she talked about that and her friend and that experience. And then she talked about actually liking the opposite sex.
The opposite sex.
Well, I'm sorry. You're right. Right. The same sex,
I
y'all.
thought she liked the opposite sex.
I meant to say she's married. She's been in 3 marriages. She's in her 3rd marriage to the opposite sex. At the same time, she liked the same sex. With her current husband today, she just had to be real with him, and she just came to him and was like, listen, I don't know how you're gonna feel about this, but I can't hide it anymore. Like, I'm attracted to other women. And I did not, if I'm being honest, I did not feel any type of way when she disclosed that information, because I love the fact that she was being real with herself. I don't judge people. I'm about whatever it is that you feel, whatever it is that you are. And she was real with herself, and she's been I'm assuming, withholding this information for a long time. And so I was very impressed with it, and she shared it, and her husband was okay with it. But y'all, like, what are we hiding? Like, why we need to start being real? Like, with the whole, priest thing and leading to this, it's just like, when you open up and you continue to live, you can't keep these dark secrets inside anymore. It just has to come out. They're gonna boil out. They're gonna surface out. And she just had to sit her husband on the edge of the bed and say, listen, I gotta tell you something. Did you watch it?
I didn't. I seen the clip. I didn't watch a special. I did see that clip. I didn't think nothing of it. I mean, I don't. That sounds like a good day for most men I know. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what he said. Like, baby, okay, you like women, let's get it, let's do this. Like, he literally was supportive. He was supportive. She still got a husband. He was supportive of whatever it is. But she did say that she realized and was like, you know what, I'm not gonna even tap into it, even though I was able to open up about it and I was able to share this with my significant other. She didn't choose to allow another woman to come in their bedroom because she felt like listen, like nah, like I don't think I want to open that can of worms. But she did let him know like this is what she was feeling.
So
how long that's gonna last, I don't know.
What was the point of her
I
letting
don't
him
know,
know?
but
Got that man all excited,
and he
and
was
then
like, "Hey,
said,
let's
"No."
do it. Let's do us." But she said she didn't tap into it. She didn't, feed into it. She didn't go along with it. Maybe she just had a reality check after she was able to release what it was that she was hiding inside with her husband, and he was okay with it. That she just decided, like, yeah, I don't want those problems in my marriage. Which kind of like,
I mean,
is it okay? Like,
from
I
my
don't.
class.
We might be going a little bit off subject, but and do y'all like? It's a lot of men and women that women want to bring other women in the bedroom for their husbands, and some, I ain't gonna say husbands want to bring other men in the bedroom, but they might want another female in the bedroom, and the woman might be okay. Like, would y'all actually allow that in your relationship, like in your covenant, in your marriage, not just a relationship, in your marriage? I think that
they say it's undefiled, right? What does undefiled mean? What's the definition of undefiled? You got a laptop, undefiled. Define undefiled. Go ahead, get talking.
Y'all speak while I look this up.
Go ahead, RJ. You
got
married? I ain't married. Y'all don't want to hear my answer.
Have you had a threesome?
Once again, trying to get us put out this
He
lady.
ain't got to answer. We asking questions.
No,
Listen,
not
we here for the people.
No, not in my marriage. So, no. But I'm not. It's not what it is.
If your wife came to you, I don't know if you want to answer that.
If my wife want to do it, I wouldn't have no problem with it. I think the only thing my concern would be if my only concern would be if she had a problem or it caused a problem between us. You know what I'm saying? But if it's nothing that would cause a problem between two people, and that's something they're like okay with, and they're both comfortable and they both secure, that works for certain couples.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
not made corrupt.
This it says the bedroom is undefiled. See, you never know. You be thinking some freaky shit when it says something else. Not defiled, pure. So that means
not corrupt,
all this time, right? All this time, I thought
unclean.
When I heard that in my religious upbringing, when I heard the bedroom was undefiled, I thought that means no holds barred. You can do what the fuck you want to do.
No, it says not made corrupt.
I thought you can put on clown suits and fuck
or
until the nose come off. But come to find out, it means pure. That means purity.
Y'all define the purity. It's nobody else define it because it's your relationship. You define what's pure. So,
bro, it's a whole world of swingers, bro.
You know
the swinger world is so real, bro.
And they don't feel like
they don't feel like they cheating because they totally
honest.
Because
they honest
and going raw with the neighbors. So I don't really know. No, they going raw. They going raw. Anyway, so I mean, they had swinger parties, swinger cruises, hedonism all through the whatever, bro. So I really don't want to say what I'll do if I was married and my wife wanted to spice up the room with another female.
But okay, so this is gonna lead us to our cliffhanger, so we might as well go ahead and switch over to it, and then let's talk a little bit more about it. The cliffhanger topic was the gumbo topic from last week.
The cliffhanger.
It was how open are you with your mate when it comes to being pleased? Do you like pleasure mapping, or is it like let's go and see what happens? So
what's pleasure mapping? What is that?
So here's the thing.
Plan out everything you're gonna do down to the T.
So pleasure mapping is this. If you and your mate, y'all in y'all intimate act, y'all in the bedroom, y'all doing what y'all do, right? And he may not be doing what it is you want him to do. Are you okay with showing him with you doing it to yourself and showing him how you would like to be pleased? Or do you just go with the flow and allow him to do what he thinks is pleasing to you and you just not say nothing? So pleasure mapping is basically showing your mate what to do.
And then the other one is just go with the flow because you're.
And the other one is, or do you just like? Because some people. So I really feel like some people are afraid to be that open in the bedroom where they're not being pleased and it leads to cheating. Mm-hmm. So are you okay with being open enough to saying to your mate, like, I need to be touched this way, or I need to have this happen,
If it won't
and
be used
see
against me in the court of law,
what they
because
say. You won't. So
in my
you just made a
experience,
comment. What if they not? You won't know until you say nothing.
but in my experiences, when I was married and said something what I wanted or what, you know what I'm saying, what how I liked it, it was used against me. Like, I don't do that. Woo, woo, woo. That makes me uncomfortable. Woo, woo, woo. But when it come to you, you can tell me everything you need to do down to the T, and I need to do it because you need to get it that way.
Okay, so that does that. Okay, let me ask you this. Then I'm gonna come to you. Does that stop you from continually going to the next relationship and doing the same thing, or
No, it just I would
that's just
do
telling
it.
you how that person is?
I would do it, but it's like I wanted somebody that know already how to do it. Like, I don't want to have to tell nobody how to do it.
But you're a different person. Like, people at this
If
age,
I got to tell you how to do it, you don't know how to do it.
listen,
That's all
at
I'm
this
saying.
age, people have been with many different people, and everybody is different.
If I got
So,
to tell you how to do it, you don't know how to do it. So that's where I'm at with it.
so you're not willing to teach.
I'm not looking for no new students at this time.
What about you? So wait, before
I'm in
come
my
over here,
master's classes.
one more question to
I'm
you.
in my doctorate at this point.
If you choose a mate that's not
Advanced,
completely satisfied or advanced the way you want to be, but you like
I'm not
this
gonna choose a
person,
mate that can't satisfy me. Hell no, absolutely not. For what?
how do you know,
Like you said,
though,
motherfucker gonna
until
cheat on me.
y'all become sexual, but you like everything
I'll
else
know.
about them?
I'll know. Well, you seem interested this week. What's going on? Something switch? Did we hit a switch? You seem interested this
Hey, y'all,
week.
we talking about listen.
You trying to take some oral dictation?
No. Anywho,
all right.
I have
RJ.
two males on the side of me, and I'm the female version of whatever it is that y'all want to ask. So my mind is asking these questions to these men because we want to know. What about you?
Is telling me no.
As far as what?
So are you into pleasure mapping or just accepting whatever your mate get?
It got to be a combination of both. You kind of want to see. I just feel like as a grown person or somebody that's a little older, you want to experience different things with people. Some people have different ways, and sometimes we could all be grown. You ran into different things with different partners, right? And you're like, oh man, okay, or whatever, or made you attached to that. What you do sexually is probably a combination of your experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, you can't say what you. I would say be honest about what you like, though. But it's not that you necessarily need to tell somebody what to do, but be honest about what you like and let them be them. You know what I'm saying? And then experience them. So not necessarily don't be micromanaging. I left to the left. I do this,
Lord,
do that.
Nobody
want to do that.
This
That's
episode
right.
hit Jesus.
Women can be a little like
this
that.
Episode hit Jesus.
Yeah, don't be
I'll put the hand up to you because just be a part of it. Okay, don't do that.
Don't be micromanaging, but you know what I'm saying? See what they do, see what they like. Try to get to know them, explore them, because it's like I just feel like when you're having a new connection, it's a chance of exploring. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing about new connection, new love. You get to explore each other. You get to figure out what they like. They get to figure out what you like. It's the newness of it. You know what I'm saying? It could be frustrating, but it can actually be so dope when you can be honest with yourself. And you got to be able to be honest with yourself, to be open to say, hey, I like this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when you give me head, give me extra spit because I like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to say what you like. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna agree with that.
You got to say exactly what you like. Especially I'm 40, so I got no
right. I
got no time. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna tell somebody that's younger than me what they like. Now, somebody my age or older, I figure you should have some tricks up your sleeve.
No. See, now you put age limits on things.
Jesus.
Because some people may have not experienced at their age as
you're
much
right. You
have experienced.
You're right. But I just feel like you saying you experience as much. Okay, there's people that's 40 that probably had been married all their life, right? That's cool. But you've been boning all your life. So stop it. You might have just
nigga said
listen.
You've been boning all your life. You might have just had one.
Listen.
Okay. You telling on yourself, RJ.
I'm just saying.
No, not necessarily, but at the same time, in my opinion, as the female version on this panel here, I'm at my age and I am really open to. I'm just recently learning, like, really what it is that I like and dislike. And sometimes I might have to tap into myself to realize that at the same time, I'm not for settling in a relationship if I can't be pleased.
So
And
you
I'm
every
okay
man
with
you had that was able to please you. That's what you online say on this
no, no,
camera.
no. I said it at first thing I said was at this
Oh,
age.
okay.
At
Okay.
this age.
Okay.
Before I really didn't
Okay.
know no better. Y'all, it's funny, but I've only and I hate to say this, but at the same time, I've literally been in two relationships, two marriages, one relationship my whole life from 16 to now. And I've only been freely dating for the last 4 years. Not that I've been sexually active with everyone that I've been dating.
Mm-hmm.
However, I have learned a lot about men.
Mm.
But at this age, before I started dating, I took a whole year to myself to know what it is that Kendra wants and that what Kendra likes and what she needs. So I'm not just settling for anything, and I'm not going to be in something that I'm not pleased. So I'm okay with letting the other person know or just doing not. So here's the thing. I may not say, hey, listen, do it this way. But I may try something that I know that I like and see how they respond to it. Because, to me, if you with someone and you're in the bedroom, it's no limits to the bedroom, whatever your limit is. For me, whatever my limit is no limit. So I'm open to being pleased.
Y'all sound
at
like
the end of the day.
Y'all sound like the Dalai Lama right now.
I'm okay with I'm not okay with pleasure mapping because I'm not gonna sit here and show my mate like what it is that I need to be needs to happen. But I'm okay with just being spontaneous and trying some stuff and see if they're okay with it. So I mean,
okay, that sounds all right.
I think people are just. It's about how comfortable. I just think it's about how comfortable each person is sexually with they self. You know what I'm saying? It's be like, okay, I like this or I don't like that, and long as that's established and y'all verbal with it, then you kind of know what your range is. What
I
you
like
do.
small teeth. How about that?
Why?
Oh,
wait. Can we know why you like? Can you please explain why you like
got
small
your back
teeth?
Your back teeth still in there?
Why you like? Don't ask me no questions.
Because it's extra room.
I just need to know.
When the teeth
Extra
all
room
in
for
the back.
what? Extra room for what?
Different things.
What's the different thing?
Pineapples, motherfucker. Next subject. Y'all tripping today.
He likes small teeth. We need why you like small teeth? Like, but whatever.
You know what? We getting a little off subject. But what I am
so interested this week. Every other week you ain't saying nothing, but now you want to know what make your mouth open up. That's what you trying to do.
Don't try to turn it on as if I'm interested.
I'm just saying.
I'm
you sound like you ready
for
for
the
some
people.
oral dictation.
I'm asking for the people because I'm the female version on this chat. So I'm just telling y'all what other people might be thinking.
I'm an orator.
Guys, this is getting out of hand.
I quit.
Actually, it's about that time. I'm sorry.
No. Wait.
It is almost about that time. It is almost about that time. So we it's been real. It's been good. We do this each and every week.
Today was sad and nasty. I'm gonna just put that out there. Sad and nasty. You motherfuckers.
You know what?
Hey, we
before
gonna
we
be
go,
y'all, though.
we got one more. And Keith asked a great. He had a great question when we was doing our pre-production meeting. What you said is something about liking.
Okay, what's more important, like or love? Is it more important to love somebody or is it more important to like them?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a definition.
Okay.
But I guess you.
I was having
love.
I was having a conversation with a friend about. He asked me what was my perspective on it because I was like, what would you rather prefer, like or love? Like which one is better? And then I text my response and was like, love. What matters more, love or like? When you with somebody, what matters more? If you love them or do you like them? That's what I was going to say. What matters more? And for me, love matters. Love matters more when both people are loving, you know what I'm saying, are falling in love. And once you have both people at the same amount of love, then like matters more. Love matters more. Love matters more than like. But when love isn't the issue, like matters more. So if I'm loving you 100% and you loving me 100%, that 100% is matched. So there's no more we can love each other other than every day consistently, right? So once we're so close and we're so in love and we can't love each other even more, then like becomes what holds you together.
Gotcha.
If I like you or don't I like you,
so
or
you
what,
might not like my ways,
your
or
ways, or what you do, or when you talk, or how you
you
spend your money, or how you spend my money, or the way you clean up, or if I like the way you freak on me, like how much we have sex, how much you text me back, how, like My opinion is love matters more. But when love isn't the issue, like matters then. Like matters more than how much we love each other. If we loving each other 1000%, then it takes like to keep us together in them small moments where, yeah, we're gonna conflict, yeah, we're gonna bump heads, yeah, we're gonna argue and get back together and make up. But like matters, like will hold you together. Love will bring you together, but like will keep y'all locked in.
Okay, that's your opinion. I guess we ain't got time to give
Yeah,
our
we-
two
we-
opinions.
we ain't
We
gonna
gonna
You
catch
asked
y'all
me
next
and I
week.
told you.
Nah,
We
Keith
got
ain't
you.
want us
I'm
to give
glad
our
you
opinion.
did that.
But
I'm
we gonna
glad you
come
did that.
prepared.
Thank you for breaking it down, bro.
Kendra, we coming prepared
We
next
coming
week.
prepared
for
next
Keith
week.
She
I'm
asked me
ready.
to expound and I
And I
expounded.
needed that so I can know what the fuck I'm gonna say. And I got y'all next week, okay?
And I
I'm
need
just
y'all to
saying.
comment on that too, because
Yes.
I believe in my experiences that's right. Love matters more, but when love isn't the issue, you have to like a motherfucker in certain ways where y'all become closer than close could be.
And with that being said,
Or it's gonna drive y'all apart.
That's a great question. That's actually, I love that. I
The
love
music,
that.
the music
Okay,
is on.
y'all.
I just made one
We
good
got
point.
y'all on
That's
next
the only
week.
good thing I said today, and now the music coming on.
We got y'all, me and RJ.
Y'all been tongue
and
kissing
I'm
the
sure
Dalai
Keith
Lama.
gonna want to tap back in some more next week, but we
Lord
got y'all with
Jesus.
that question.
I know,
Yes.
we-
Hey Monique,
definitely-
I'm gonna watch that special, Monique.
Yes.
I ain't gonna say nothing until I watch it.
Yeah,
So
we definitely
we might
watching
be
it.
coming back with y'all. Yeah, y'all both need to watch so we can get
We're
some
gonna
feedback.
talk. We're gonna give our feedback about Monique once
Yes.
again.
And y'all watch it too. Monique, most
Yeah, come on,
support
y'all,
comedian
like,
Monique.
comment,
She a part
subscribe.
of our lives, she a part of our childhood, and she's a queen
She
of
is,
comedy.
and I'm
So let's check it out.
happy that she actually got a chance to be on that platform. For
Yeah,
real,
clap
for
it
real.
up, y'all.
Monique,
Shout out to Monique, y'all.
Monique.
Everybody
shout out.
was
One of the
excited
greats.
about it. Yes.
Shout out to Monique. Shout out to Chocolate Gumbo. Episode 22 is
Michael
in the
Jordan
books.
coming.
Yeah.
23 is next. Our
Michael
Michael Jordan
Oh,
episode.
shit.
The Michael
We gonna wear
Jordan
jerseys,
episode.
y'all. Y'all want to wear some jerseys?
We can come in a little red and black. We might come in a little red and
I
black.
got
then.
y'all next week.
We got us. It's always fun when we get the chocolate ones, y'all. Get us together, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, tune in, man, each and every Sunday. The Chocolate Gumbo podcast. I've almost forgot the name of my own damn podcast. Almost.
Big Keith, Kendra, and my boy RJ Mitchell,
Tune
the
in,
one and
y'all.
only.
Share, like, and subscribe.
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube.
Everything, even on the iHeartRadio, Apple Music, all of them, y'all. We
All of
on
that.
everything. If
Check
you
us
don't want to
out.
look, listen while you drive. Okay.
Until next time. See y'all.
Yep. Let's go. Chocolate